Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. The presentation will begin in a few moments. We would just like to give attendees a little bit more time to join in. Thank you. All right, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are having a great Wednesday. I'd like to thank you for joining us on today's webinar, Growing Your RMR Through Cloud-Based Access Control. Today's webinar is sponsored by Brivo. And in today's session, we'll take a look at how Brivo can help increase the valuation of your company with an easy-to-install solution and a user-friendly interface that simplifies physical security for single or multiple sites. I'm Andrea Morgan, ESA's Marcom Specialist, and I will be facilitating today's webinar. Before we get started, let's cover a few housekeeping notes. First, all callers will be muted for the duration of this webinar. At any time, please feel free to ask a question by clicking into that section of your control panel. We will ensure we reserve some time at the end of the webinar for a question and answer session with both of our speakers. This webinar will have a few live poll questions. Please feel free to answer when the poll questions appear on your screen. A recording of this webinar will be made available in the resource library on esaweb.org at the end of the day. Without further ado, I'm very excited to introduce to you today Kelly Bond and Bill Yesnick. Kelly is Vice President of Dealer Development at Brivo. With over 20 years experience in mergers, acquisitions, and dealer programs in the electronic security industry, Kelly's priority at Brivo is to develop and lead programs for partners that provide additional opportunities for their ongoing growth and success. Prior to joining Brivo, Kelly was SVP of Business Development for Alarm Capital Alliance, where she was responsible for increasing company growth and driving the overall business-to-business development strategy. In her career in the industry, she has been engaged in creating and implementing dealer programs, portfolio due diligence, negotiation of, and assimilation of transactions. Kelly currently serves on CEO's Women in Security Forum and is the National Scholarship Chair for ESA. Bill Yesnick is the Vice President of Sales for Brivo. With nearly 30 years of industry experience, he has an in-depth perspective of every aspect of the security business. Starting his career in sales with an independent integrator, he learned the basics of integrated systems by providing physical security solutions to end users. Throughout his career, Bill has held a variety of sales roles on both the manufacturer and dealer side, enabling him to understand the challenges and opportunities physical security companies face daily. As his career and technology evolved, he realized the future was in cloud technology and growth through recurring revenue. Today, he is responsible for Brivo's North American sales organization, with the focus of growing sales through local and regional integrators up through national accounts and helping security companies achieve their goals of ongoing growth and success. Kelly, Bill, thank you for joining us today. I will now turn it over to you.
Great, thanks, Andrea. Good afternoon, everyone. We are excited to be with you today. As Andrea just mentioned, Brivo provides cloud-based solutions for businesses of all sizes. We work with a tremendous group of partners, many with similar backgrounds to yours, who work directly with end users looking to provide a physical security solution in their business, one that is scalable, easy to manage, and affordable. While you might not offer access control in your business today, adding it to your portfolio is the perfect complement to intrusion and fire. Over the next few minutes, we're going to give you a brief overview of our company. We'll talk about the trends in the industry that are fueling growth, and we'll switch to something you're likely familiar with, RMR. We'll then take you through our solution and address how it can help you grow your business simply by starting with your current customer base. Before we jump in, Bill and I would like to have a sense of who's joined us today. So, Andrea, will you please start our first poll?
Yes. All right, the poll should appear on your screen now. You guys can go ahead and answer. All right, let's wait a few more seconds. Still waiting on a few people. All right, I will now close the poll. Here are the results.
Okay, great.
Said yes, 23% said no.
Great. Well, it looks like we've got a good mix, so thank you for doing that. So some of you may be thinking, I know nothing about access control and I wouldn't even know how to find prospects. But for many of you, entering into this space is actually very simple. You, or likely your technicians, know how to pull wire, you're familiar with the subscription sales model, you have a method to track and bill RMR, and you may have a captive audience with your current customer base. In the world of physical security, access control can often be regarded as one of the less flashy technologies. However, many recent innovations, such as cloud-based access control as a service, may be just what your customer is looking for. If your customers have access control, in all likelihood, it is on-premise, meaning it's housed in servers within their environment, which is costly and puts them at risk for cyber threats. As we'll discuss, cloud solutions are becoming more and more mainstream, both in our personal lives and in our business applications. And as you know, cloud solutions come along with a monthly fee. When you sell a cloud-based solution, it means you can bill not only for the door or camera in this case, but for the associated services. Every new customer is a source of recurring monthly revenue, and offering it gives you the ability to expand services to your current base and generate new RMR. Our access control solution is a cloud-based solution, but it's so much more than that. And our goal today is to get you excited about Brivo and working together. So a few facts about Brivo. Well, we were the first to offer a cloud-based solution for commercial buildings. We bring over 20 years of experience and 15 million users and growing every day. We're continuously focused on expanding our solution set and portfolio to give our partners more growth opportunities. We have a network of API integrations that provide additional growth opportunities. We have extensive sales and support resources across North America who are in place to help our partners succeed. We'll talk more about our specific company in a bit, but first I want to hand it off to Bill to talk more about the trends in the physical security industry.
Thank you, Kelly. As Kelly mentioned, Brivo was the original provider of cloud-based physical access control over 17 years ago. Hard to believe. Back then, the conversation was a lot more challenging. To a large extent, applications and data did not reside in the cloud. Customers kept them close at hand and under their direct management. But as the number of IT applications and the data they generated continued to grow, the increasing demand on the physical and human resources required for deployment, support, and maintenance grew along with them. So that prompted more and more organizations to see the value and benefits enabled by shifting away from on-premise client-server systems to cloud-hosted applications. Benefits such as scalability, lower total cost of ownership, a shift from CapEx to OpEx, security, mobility, just to name a few. Cloud solutions started to become prevalent in both our personal and professional lives. Think Apple Music, Facebook, online banking, Salesforce, Gmail, and literally millions of other applications available today. Based on recent research, the cloud market will be more than $220 billion by 2020. Basically, that is a year away. So, of course, it's a great market to be a part of. And this figure will only continue to increase as new solutions come to market. Brivo allows you to participate in this high-growth market. And because the physical security market has been a bit slower than IT to adopt cloud-based solutions, there is enormous opportunity now. IT industry data shows cloud solutions are growing up to 6 times faster than on-premise IT alternatives. More and more companies are moving away from managing their own on-premise servers and devices and are requesting or even requiring cloud-hosted solutions. They want to invest in modern technology and not have to worry about managing the hardware and data. They would prefer to focus their valuable IT resources on mission-critical activities that are part of their core business. And all of this interest in cloud translates to sales for you. This is where your sales opportunities are. This next slide shows a recent study based on interviews with over 5,000 C-level executives, and it will give you a pretty good idea of the extent to which these individuals recognize the importance of cloud-based technologies. In particular, this chart shows how trends in cloud computing, mobile, and IoT are shaping the companies we sell to. These are market disruptors, and Brivo solutions incorporate each of these elements in some way. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, increasingly these technology trends are and will continue to be driven from the top down, and physical security, access control, and video will be part of the discussion. So it's critical that you have solutions to meet these requirements. So here's another survey and more support, if in fact that was actually needed, for the inevitable shift of IT applications to the cloud or a software as a service or SaaS model. But first, a quick definition. Software as a service is basically a model for the distribution of software where customers access software over the internet. In SaaS, a service provider hosts the application at its data center and the customer accesses it via a standard web browser. SaaS is also known as hosted software or on-demand software. There are a few major characteristics that apply to most SaaS vendors. Updates are applied automatically without customer intervention. The service is purchased on a subscription basis. And no hardware is required to be installed by the customer. What the survey shows is that 73% of companies will soon be running a majority of their applications. And in this case, a majority is defined as at least 80%. But these organizations will be running the software as a service, this percentage of software as a service solutions by 2020. Barely more than a year from now, and a 43% increase from this year alone. Further, it increases to 86% by 2023. So clearly, this is not a trend that shows any signs of slowing. So, if you're interested in new ways to more quickly build recurring revenue, leveraging the emergence of cloud-based services should certainly be part of your business plan. Given that the security industry evolution generally trails the IT sector by 5 years, but ultimately follows it very closely, it's helpful to see where IT is today. Today, more than 50% of IT spending is on cloud-based services, and this figure, as we noted already, is growing rapidly. In the security market, our cloud-based service penetration today is around 10%. You may recall the shift from proprietary, at least some of you, proprietary systems to more open Windows-based systems back in the early 90s, or the migration of panels from closed hardwired networks to IP-based devices, or even the migration from analog to IP video, and so on. So, if you believe that IT is leading the way, there is a huge opportunity for you to bring cloud-based services to your security customers. Kelly?
As I mentioned earlier, we want to spend some time sharing how offering cloud-based access control generates new RMR opportunities within your business and helps create stickier customers. But before we do that, we have another quick poll question for you. Andre, if you could open our second one.
All right. Here we go. How often do you offer a solution to prospects that provide RMR for your business? All right. Couple more seconds. All right. I will now close the poll. Here are the results.
It's great to see these results and really see that there's a vast array of answers. So what this tells us is that we're feeding what you ultimately need. In Brivo, well, we're all about simply better security. And we say simple because talking to customers about Brivo doesn't have to be difficult. In almost all the conversations our sales folks are having, dealers share how they're focusing on building RMR. Whether they're transitioning their current revenue model to one that includes RMR, or they've always had an RMR-based model, they're taking steps to increase the billable recurring services to the end user. Some of our most successful partners are combining services such as test and inspect, maintenance, firmware upgrades, video, etc., on an RMR basis. Each of these items could be billed individually, but it makes sense and ultimately creates more value if their billed as contracted monthly subscriptions. Every integrated door and camera you provide from Brivo, and Bill will speak more to this, but it will generate an additional revenue stream. For example, every door that you provide a cloud-based access control solution for generates a stream of revenue for you. Now offer cloud-hosted cameras to go with each of those doors, and wrap a recurring service agreement around the project, and that 6-door opportunity turns into 12 points of RMR with a service agreement. It's all scalable, and just as important, providing all of those services creates very sticky customers, as I mentioned before. I guess that most of you are already selling recurring services such as alarm and or fire monitoring, but this fits right into that model. Not only do RMR services provide you a steady revenue stream, they bring significant value to your business overall. As we've been talking, you may have been thinking about how you can incorporate access control into your business for the first time, how you can add a cloud solution to your access control offering, or you're considering Brivo as a replacement for what you offer today. There are so many great reasons why this is a fantastic solution for your end user. We've listed just a few here. First, Brivo trains you so that training your customers is easy. We also provide great customer support. Since your end user system can be accessed remotely, most issues can be handled over the phone. Whether they have one site with a single door or 100 sites with 10 doors at each, Brivo systems are completely secure and scalable. And just as important is the fact that whether it is 1 or 100 doors, there are pricing options available to meet the financial needs of each customer. Brivo also provides you the ability to expand to vertical markets and offer your end users, whether single site, multi-site, or multi-unit, the mobility and freedom to run their businesses without being glued to a single location. Get IT on board by showing them the low IT maintenance and integration capabilities a cloud security upgrade provides. Additionally, integrating physical security with other employee management systems reduces the need for IT resources. You can offer the ability to manage permissions across different locations without the worry of accessing the network to make changes. And Brivo provides you an RMR stream through Managed Access. Cloud-based systems require low maintenance and they're cost-effective. The ability to manage and control multiple sites from one user interface provides convenience that an on-premise solution just can't offer. They're growing in popularity, and most manufacturers have at least some cloud solution, although all are definitely not equal. Brivo offers you the ability to create new RMR with every customer you add. In fact, we even offer Brivo-supported payment options that minimize the upfront payment and provide a manageable monthly subscription for your end user. As we've already mentioned, adding an RMR stream to your business not only ensures income, but increases the value in your business, which Bill will speak to a little more now.
Thanks, Kelly. And of course, we believe that your best option is to partner with Brivo to address this rapidly growing market. Cloud services represent 50% of IT spending, as I said a little bit earlier, and are quickly increasing. Brivo sales are growing 3 to 4 times faster than the rest of the access control market. And we, Brivo, have the people, resources, and experience to enable you to be more responsive to your customers' needs and help you grow at a more rapid pace. Among a number of our key differentiators is innovation. It's part of our DNA. We were the first and are the largest provider of cloud-based access control. We were the first provider to integrate cloud access and video, and we were the first provider with built-in mobile credentials. Think about all of the products and services in our lifetime that have evolved and changed the way we do things, from making a call with a cell phone to texting, from portable music devices to Apple Music or Spotify, from branch banking to the ATM to online banking. We now manage much of our personal lives with our smartphones. More and more of your customers are carrying these same expectations into their professional lives as well. Our customers are striving to be more productive and more secure in the workplace, but we prefer to maintain the same level of mobility and convenience they become accustomed to in their personal life. With Brivo, you have a solution that does exactly that. Your customers have the power to manage access control from their phone, tablet, and computer, satisfying the need for anytime access anywhere. RevoOnAir is a solution that combines the main features of physical security like access control and video into an integrated solution in a single user interface. As mentioned, the administration of RevoOnAir can be accomplished from any browser on any device. This is a simple diagram on this slide of a typical integrated on-air system including access control, video, mobile credentials, and management. RevoOnAir's integrated access and video allows you to link access events, such as a forced door or a denied credential, to their corresponding video clips. Further, the ability to view live video from your tablet or phone while you remotely open doors is also supported in OnAir. Brivo administrators can see real-time activity logs and grant access from anywhere. Customers also have an extremely cost-effective way to issue and manage mobile credentials. With RevoOnAir Pass, users can open doors and enjoy the convenience of using their phone rather than carrying and having to remember a physical card. Besides RevoOnAir Pass for mobile credentials, our Brivo Mobile Administrator app manages both access control and video and provides a variety of benefits and convenience for your customers. They can monitor facilities while they're on the go. They can spot suspicious or dangerous conditions before an incident occurs, monitor employee performance and productivity, automatically tie access control events to video recordings and retrieve records faster, and review live video from anywhere. As customers are increasingly interested in cloud solutions, understandably they have concerns around cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a real and growing threat across many systems, including physical security. Cyber criminal revenues worldwide are estimated to be at least $1.5 trillion, close to the GDP of some countries. This chart provides a little insight into the types and prevalence of these attacks that occur on a daily basis. From malware, ransomware, and data breaches, the threats are significant. And they aren't just attacking large corporations, but also small businesses. In fact, one study estimated that 43% of all cyber attacks target small business, and 60% of those small businesses go out of business within 6 months of an attack. Cybersecurity and physical security go hand in hand, but many physical security systems were not optimized for the sophisticated and evolving cyber threats we see today. Fortunately, cybersecurity is also part of our DNA. As a cloud-native application, it was critical for us from the very beginning that cybersecurity be incorporated into all aspects of our business. This means it's fundamental to how we build products, how we deploy applications, and how we manage our business. Regarding products, we've implemented a high level of encryption in our device communications and have built-in monitoring to prevent attacks. As far as the applications go, we use secure software development practices and employ independent auditors to verify compliance. And even the management of our business. We have invested in information security policy development and training, which also includes frequent internal reviews and audits. Our policies are based on the best practices of financial institutions and managed service providers, and are also vetted by industry experts to ensure that they are always complete and up to date. Going forward, your customers will no doubt be interested in the cybersecurity of the solutions you're recommending. We're confident that we have you and your customers covered and can even help with those discussions. With the limited time we have today, we've spent most of the product discussion focused on a couple of the core functions of RevoOnAir, specifically access control and video surveillance. That said, before we close out this presentation, I did want to point out that we really see RevoOnAir as a unified security platform supporting a variety of other functions and integrations, including identity management, elevator control, and visitor management, just to name a few. We look forward to the opportunity to dive a bit deeper into our capabilities with you at a later date, perhaps in person or on a future webinar. And I believe we have one more short poll next before we open it up for questions.
All right, here is the final poll question. You guys can go ahead and answer. A few more seconds. Okay, I'm closing the poll, and here we are.
All right, great. Well, we'll be happy to shoot out some information and tell you a little bit more about Brivo, and we can also send you links to some demos that we've got. We've got a lot of great resources available to you. So thank you for that. And it looks like we've got some questions coming in. So we will jump on these. The first question, what do I need to do to become a Brivo reseller? Well, hopefully you were one of those that just asked to be mailed more information. First of all, if we will have access to those that requested more information from the poll. But if you would like to be contacted sooner, you can reach out to marketing@brivo.com. And we will send you a link to a microsite, and that microsite will gather a little more information and give you a little more information, and then we'll be back in touch with you just to get you all the information that you need. All right, we've got, I have a customer who's asked me about access control. How fast can I become a dealer so I can offer Brivo to them? Bill, I'll let you go ahead and jump on this one.
Yeah, well, obviously that's a great question. Pretty quickly. I mean, typically the process takes less than a week. We'd have you engage with either someone on our inside team or one of our field salespeople that represents Brivo in your area. So again, start to finish, probably less than a week, I would say, for us to complete that process.
Oh, great. Okay, great. Let's see. How can I see a demo of the solution? Again, you probably put the question in before I answered the first question, but we will be happy to set up a demo with you, and we can do it based on your schedule availability. We will be happy to do that if you want to reach out to marketing@brivo.com and just request the a demo to be set up for you. We'll be happy to do that. Okay, next question. I hear you're a good fit for small businesses with a few doors. How do you fit into larger companies?
I guess I can probably take that one, Kelly. Yeah, so it's certainly true. We've got a significant percentage of our business in the SMB or small to medium business category. So it lends itself, obviously a lot of those customers that are smaller businesses do not have, a full-time IT department, and certainly, are largely focused on running their business as opposed to running an access control system. So yes, we do have a good fit there with businesses that have just a handful of doors. But we also have a multitude of customers that have literally hundreds of readers online with us, and some of them even in excess of 1,000. I think, for a variety of reasons, and I think in particular why we're here today talking about cloud. I think I mentioned in a prior slide, I mean, scalability is just one of the things that is inherent in cloud applications in general, but also RevoOnAir specifically.
Okay, great. The next question, could you please share the source for the fact that 60% of small business go out of business within 6 months after a cyber attack? Yes, it came from McAfee and CSS reports. And if you will also shoot a quick email over to marketing@brivo.com, we will gladly send you a link to the source where we got this information. So we will be happy to do that. Okay, next question. What happens if the internet goes down? Are people locked out? Bill, you want to jump on that one too?
Yeah, that's actually been a fairly a common question, so I can take that one as well. Like most on-prem systems, candidly, our system works the same way with respect to a loss of communications. In the case of on-prem systems, they're typically losing communications with a local server. In this case, when the internet goes down, our panel loses communication, typically for a very short period of time. But with the host application, works the same way. The panels are intelligent or smart panels, distributed processing. So they have the panels that is all of the intelligence, necessary to continue to make decisions, appropriately granting or denying access, storing transactions, and at such time when connectivity is restored with the host, it will upload whatever transactions it has stored, take whatever changes have been programmed in the interim, and continue to work. But at a site level, any interruptions there would be with internet connectivity are completely transparent to the typical user at the door.
Okay, next question. Do you have information or a video that describes how the dealer portal works? Again, please contact us at marketing@brivo.com, and we'll get you set up for a partner portal demo. All right, what was the next question? Please send links for videos showing different applications for Breva. Not a question, but we will be happy to do that for the person that requested it. Okay, next question. If I decide to become a reseller for Brivo, what type of training do you offer? So that's a great question. We offer, first of all, through our Brivo University, an online self-paced, no-charge training that kind of walks you through our products and applications of those. We also do regional training. We've already got 6 set up for 2019. There will be more, but we'll be starting out in Boston in February, and we do them, all over the country periodically, so folks that would like to attend in person can absolutely do that. We also offer an in-person instructor-led training at your facility, so you can contact us if that's something that you would want to set up. We also have customer support available Monday through Friday, and we can certainly make ourselves available after that. If your needs fall on a weekend, we definitely are happy to coordinate with you to make sure that we've got support available for you. All right. Let's see. One more question that came in. That was good information. What do I need to do next? And really the next thing would just be reach out to us at marketing@brivo.com so that we will know that you would like to be contacted, and we'll be happy to get back in touch with you, right away. And then also, ESA is going to post these slides, and if you want to, share them with anyone else in your group that may not have had an opportunity to participate today, we certainly encourage you to do that. If you didn't grab exactly how to get in touch with us, or you decided a later day that you would like to, certainly you can go to brivo.com, but ESA will also have contact information, and you can certainly use them as a resource. So looks like I don't see any other questions coming in right now, so we will thank you very much for participating on today's webinar. We do hope to talk to you. For those of you that requested additional information, we will get that out to you very quickly, and hope to connect with you soon, and certainly wish you all a Merry Christmas and a good rest of your day.
Thank you to all of our attendees once again. As a reminder, a recording of this webinar will be made available at esaweb.org in the resource library. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day.